Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. You know, I'm going to ask you a very different question today. And it's probably going to upset you, but that's okay. It's going to make you think. And here's what I want to ask you. How much is your excuse worth? You know, as I coach different people and walk them down the path of building their $1 million roadmap and taking their idea to income, I hear all kinds of different excuses. Oh, I don't have time. I don't have money. This or that is going on in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I understand life gets in the way. Things happen. The problem is a lot of these students don't get back to doing what they set out to do. You know, in the last few episodes, Kris covered a lot of technical stuff. And I'm not a technical guy at all. It bores me to death. However, I didn't let it stop me. I built a team to be able to move forward. And the reason I ask you, what is your excuse worth? 5 years from now, when your $1 million roadmap would be built and you've been living the comfortable life for a few years, is it going to be worth it? Or is your excuse going to be more valuable than your $1 million lifestyle? And that's something only you can answer. Because what it comes down to, there's one person that can make the decision for you. We can hold your hand all day long and walk you down the path of creating your $1 million roadmap, but it takes you to put the action in. And I have people that they get involved in our course and they run forward basically as fast as they can and nothing seems to stop them. And then I have other people that have the best of intentions, and it never quite happens for them. Why? Because one day this happened, and the next day that happened, and the following week it was something different. And months go by, and they lose the excitement level. It was something they always meant to do. Ask yourself this question. What story are you going to tell your grandkids? Are you going to tell them how you turned your idea to income and you built the lifestyle that you have and you were able to do amazing things? Are you going to say, well, I had the chance to do it, but I didn't because I didn't have time, or I didn't have money, I didn't have any computer skills? Because I guarantee you this, my friend and future millionaire, here's what's going to happen. Somewhere along the line, either your children or your grandchildren are going to come to you and they're going to be building an online business because it's the way the future is going. So, are you going to be a part of it? Or are you going to hide behind an excuse? That's everything I have for today's episode of the Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.